Hi everybody, welcome to online dating. Usually I do this kind of shows with a guest. Today I don't have a guest, so I'm gonna be your host and the guest as well. My name is Maria. Welcome to online dating. The topic today is infidelity and why people cheat. I understand it's a complicated topic, and a lot of times people gets mad when you talk about it or when you're trying to explain why people cheat. Since many years ago, I've been hearing that all men cheat. It doesn't matter how old they are, it doesn't matter the background, it doesn't matter how rich or poor they all cheat. They're all cheaters. And women are mad about that men are all cheaters. But recently and on the closest years, like recent years to this era, 2020, if you watch the video any year later on after this, um, you have been realizing that women are cheaters too. And I'm going to tell you an easy aspect where I can see that happening. Social media. Social media is out there. The only thing you need to do to get attention is post a picture of you where you look nice, something that calls the eye for the opposite sex or the same sex if you like the same sex. I'm not gonna judge anything like that. That is not my purpose of this video. So what my point is, it's easy to get attention. How much attention can you get? Well, I don't know. Depends on you. How much is too much? How much is enough? Everyone has different views about that. And I'm not gonna go into the attention part of why people cheat. This is a stained shirt, and this is a very common scene that women encounter, especially when they are married. Their husband comes home. He has a stain on his shirt, and he smells like a lady's perfume. And the lady is mad, of course, because especially if he has money, the more money you have, the madder the wife is going to be, the significant one. If you don't have money, like there is not really much she needs to fight about besides you sleep with someone else, you're cheating on her, you're not caring for the kids, or you're not caring for her, or you're not respecting the family, or whatever else that she has to say. But if you have money, let me tell you, it's going to be a big fight. Because why? Because if you split from her, she's gonna want part of what you have, part of what you made together. And if she's the one that has the bigger amount in what the wealth is going to be a problem because she's not gonna want to give you your part of what both of you made together. So it's going to be a big fight. All these big fights are coming of our inability to understand why people cheat. So studies demonstrate that when people cheat, it's because they didn't have enough attention from their parents. It could be the mom, it could be from the dad. Also, another reason why people cheat is that they were poor when they were little. Okay, so they didn't have much. So they were told that if you're a man, you should have a lot of women. And having a lot of women is like having a lot of money. It's showing that you can do and get whoever you want, and you are attractive, and you are willing to basically get anyone that you want if you are good enough at talking to women and trying to get them. But also, women have become very unfaithful. And I'm sure you have been realizing that. And women are coming good at hiding it more than ever. And it doesn't matter how many smart devices we have. I can tell you that if you have a password on your phone, she's going to find a way to get your information and get whatever it is that you're hiding. If you're trying to hide, my recommendation is delete right away. I'm not encouraging cheating. I don't think it's beneficial. I don't think it's worth it. Some people decide to do that. It's their choice. And there might be a time in your life when you did it. But I don't know what your experience is about it. I would like to, talk to more people and ask them. Of course, I don't think it's worth it. In my experience, I did it one time when I was married. I don't think it is worth it. For me, it wasn't. For some people, might be. For me, it wasn't. Okay, so I can only talk from my experience. So what you're trying to get, you don't get. And a lot of times what happens in relationships is that the passion is not there, that you're not attracted to your significant one anymore. The sex gets boring. It's always the same person, especially if the person is gaining weight and they don't have a healthy hygiene. They don't take care of themselves. They don't brush their teeth. They don't cut their hair. They don't shave. So if you're a man, let me tell you that for women, when you don't shave, that beard or the mustache or whatever hair that you have on your face bothers us. And if it's little and it's just and like me, I have sensitive skin if I am with my boyfriend and he has this thick hair, but if it's not shaved, it'll make marks on my skin and even peels it off. Okay, so if I'm having an encounter with him, for me it's not nice to see the following day that my skin actually hurts and it got peeled off because of his unwillingness to shave. So it is important if you're gonna be with a woman that you shave. Uh, Body hair in is different. It's different. You know, I understand the difficulty of shaving body hair. Like if you have a lot of hair on your chest or in your back, I understand the difficulty of doing that. I like to tell you though that kind of hair doesn't bother us because it grows in a different way. But your facial hair, just because it grows straight and it's abundant, it's it's not comfortable. Okay, so take that in mind if you are planning to have sex or planning to kiss or planning to be passionate with the woman. Our skin is thinner, so it's more sensitive, and even like people who are blonde, white people, their skin is even thinner. Darker tones of skin are thicker. So take that in mind. Who are you dating? What kind of person is this? And sometimes people just have a sensitive skin. So going back to infidelity, you're gonna want to look for the clues. You know, what is your significant one doing that they usually don't do? Either they get a haircut, they change their hair color, they're dressing nicer, they're putting more attention in how they look. And a lot of times we're looking for opportunities and making money and career advancements and getting promoted. I understand all those, but you know your significant one. You know how they act, and a lot of times when you're asking something and they're taking too much, and they're not answering, they're probably hiding something. So infidelity has many reasons. A lot of times it's because people is not happy anymore. They're bored. Having sex with the same person for years is boring. If they're gaining weight, if they're not taking care of their hygiene, if they change the way they talk to you, if they say a lot of bad words, if they are disrespectful, those are aspects that you don't feel comfortable necessarily want to have a sexual relationship with that person. You might appreciate them. You might love the woman or the man that they are, but not necessarily that you love or appreciate the relationship, the partnership they have with you. And that is totally different. You can be a good dad, you can be a good mom, you could probably be a good daughter, you could be a good businessman or woman, and they can appreciate and see that, but that doesn't mean that they are attracted to you sexually because you have changed and they have changed. A lot of times in life we change so quickly and we grow apart so far that it's hard to connect. It's hard to be with the same person even a year later, even 2 months later. A lot of times our paths cross just to support each other and teach each other something that we need to understand and learn in order to advance into another phase in our purpose in life. So, what happens when Cupid shoots two people? You know, there are, do you see that? He's asking him to marry her. The scene where Cupid is shooting, he's shooting another man that is not on the picture, right? So sometimes you choose a person to get married with or to have a relationship, and she might not be in love with you. It might be convenient because if you have a house or you're offering some type of financial support or career support, or you are the boss of any company that she wants to take advantage or become a part just because it's beneficial for her or for him. I've seen that a lot on men. They sleep with the manager at their job because it's convenient. They don't have to work that much. They can get more breaks. They get free food. They make more money just by making her happy. And everyone has the reasons why they get involved with other people that is not their significant ones. Now, another aspect I like you to think about is how old is your significant one? If they are younger, how are you when you were that age? Are you able to understand the desires that they have, the behaviors that they might be doing that you were doing at that age? Are you able to understand? And if you're the younger person, you have a dad, you have uncles, you had a grandpa, you had teachers at school that were older. Um, you could probably understand, their thought process, their activities, what is important for them, and how much money do they have? How well are they making in the economy right now in your situation? How well are they doing? How stressful are they? And if you can understand the level of the stress that your significant one has, you could probably understand the kind of solutions that they're going for. Maybe it's easy to take an invitation to have a one night stand. Maybe it's easy to take an invitation for coffee and talk to someone and have a good time. A lot of times, people who cheat need our compassion and understanding. Sometimes it's not worth to leave a person that is so valuable to you, and it's truly a good person. It's just, have issues. They were either poor when they were young, and they probably were taught that having more than one person was good. It was like having more money, like for men having a lot of women, maybe for women having power and having the ability to control, like moms are very controlling sometimes. And she probably picked that up. She probably picked up that it's gonna be when she wanted, if she wanted, and if you don't like it, then it's fine. You don't have to be with her. She can get someone else. And this usually happens with women that are pretty. They know that they have the power. If the woman feels like she's prettier than you are, and if she can get someone easier, she's gonna trick you with that. Be aware of the threats and who you choose in your relationship. I know a lot of times we go for the looks, and I understand we have to like a person to be willing to be in bed with that person, but sometimes it's not all what it is. I see women that have a big back that are very attractive to men, and because men like big butts and big boobs, basically, and those are attractive. I understand that part, but how intellectual is that woman? How much respect that she has for you, and how she behaves when you are present and when you're not present. How easy it is for her to get someone else, and if she knows that kind of power, she's gonna use it against you. I'm sorry, it's the truth. And if you have a woman who is taller than you, she's gonna use that too. And you don't have to be taller. There are women that are very militant, and they know they have a power, but how much are you allowing someone like that to drag you around? How are you interacting on this relationship? What are your experiences as a little kid or a little girl that brought you to choose who you chose in this relationship? Is it your same sex? Is it the opposite sex? And why? Were you abused as a child that made you choose this kind of person? Are you trying to make up for someone where you didn't do a good job as a husband or wife or significant one or as a lover? Are you trying to make up for someone that is not even on the picture anymore? And you're trying to make up to someone that doesn't really need or deserve that? Are you trying to make up still for what you did years ago? Is it really worth it? How is it working out for you? Falling in love with yourself and understanding that you are the love of your life and you are the one that is going to be with you for the rest of your life might be something you want to work on. You know, a lot of times relationships are not beneficial and we need some time off. You know, sometimes it's enough of taking broken plates. You know, a lot of times we're fighting for relationships where the plate is broken. See, there is still love there. You can see that there is still love on the second heart, but sometimes the plate is broken and there is no need in for us to try to put it back together. What we need is a new way of loving, a new way of understanding, and a new comprehension about why people cheat and to be able to be forgiven. If you don't want to be apart from this person, be willing to forgive and be willing to forget. I understand you need to be careful, but if you have someone who is valuable, I don't think it's fair that you let him go just because they cheated on you. You might have been the cheater before, and she didn't notice or he didn't notice. Maybe you have committed the crime more times than she has. And you could probably be fighting with someone who has sex one time and you have sex 100 times with different people. And she's not even fighting that hard, you know, um, blaming you. Have compassion, and understand sometimes we just need to split from people. There was a man crying at the restaurant, and on the other side of the restaurant, there was another man who was a friend of him. And he was a teacher. He noticed the man on the table crying. And the man on the other side of the restaurant knows his situation. His wife had cheated on him, brought the man to the house where they shared. And she was asking for divorce and asking that she will get half of the money of what he owed. He was extremely mad, and the teacher realized that he had aged 10 years and 2 months. The teacher went to the men's table, the one who was crying, and said, "What is wrong, man?" And he says, "Well, can you believe she brought the man in the house? And she's asking me to give this kind of money. And can you believe it? Like she has the God to tell me that she wants this amount of money. She wants the divorce." And she didn't have the decency to hide. And so the man who was the friend and the teacher told him, "You have aged 10 years and 2 months. And if she wants money, give her the money, but get rid of that. Your ability to get money is not the same as when you first made it because now you gain the knowledge. Have a talk to her and tell her that she's not going to drag you around, that this situation is going to be done when you split from her, get the divorce, and you give her the money. And give her a little more money than what she's asking." And he says, "No, but you're crazy. You know, she had no right to do that. Do you think she had a right to do that?" And the teacher said, "Yes, she did." The man said, "Why?" He said, "Because she is a human being. She is a human being and she had the right to do that. I don't know if you did it on the past or if she cut you, but the reason that you cut her doesn't mean that she didn't have the right. Give her the money and give her more than what she's asking and move along. Just let it end as it is and don't cry over it. Your life, your health, your ability to move on. is more important. You're losing your life because you don't want to give out the money, and you don't want to give her the right to have the right to leave you and to fall in love with another man and to bring that man in your house. I understand that. We can age very quickly if we are not willing to understand that another person is a human being. And just because they got caught, that doesn't mean that they had the right to do it. If you haven't gotten caught, um, good for you. You haven't encountered the big fight. You haven't made someone age in 2 months. And you haven't had the experience of someone couldn't believe what you did. We are all connected. We all make mistakes. If you want to lose the person that cheated on you, release her. If you don't want to lose her, see if you can do anything together. And you probably won't be able to do anything now. And what happens is when we split from people, it's too early for you to start overdoing what you never did because he doesn't believe that is genuine. She doesn't believe that is genuine. If you want to give your relationship an opportunity, wait some time and let him miss you. Let him reach out to you and do little things. Do little things that she can believe or he can believe that are genuine and that is true and that they come from your heart. Give yourself time and give themselves time to check their opportunities. If they come back to you, awesome. Do what you can. But you might not even be interested as you were when you split because you're grown, because you are going for another purpose when you're free. Because when God frees your hands, He gives you blessings and opportunities. And by having your hands free, you're getting blessings and opportunities. By you allowing someone to be free, they are getting blessings and opportunities. That your paths might cross again is a possibility, but it might not be where your path and their path is going. You might have been connected in that specific time of the path, but that doesn't need to be the ending. And I like to leave you with this: love has no happy ending. Love has no end. When we love someone, it doesn't have to end in a happy ending. Our ability to love goes beyond crossing over and people not being alive anymore. You are still able to love them. Send love to your loved ones. Don't matter how they split from you. Don't matter how bad it can be right now. It can always be better. Send love and move along. I love you.